UNC Chapel Hill is apologizing for a data leak that exposed more than 1,000 Social Security numbers. We've learned that human error played a role in tax forms being sent to the wrong people. We first broke this story at noon today, and this all came to light after WRAL Investigates began asking questions. Joe Fisher is on the campus with how the leak happened.
This data leak involves names, addresses, and social security numbers of UNC contractors. Tonight, the university says they are offering protections to those impacted, but security experts say those protections do not go far enough. A mistake at UNC Chapel Hill is putting more than 1,000 contractors at risk of identity theft. The university says it mailed 1099 IRS tax forms to the wrong people.
You should always be concerned when somebody else has access to your personal information.
UNC writing to those affected, while 3,400 forms were properly printed, only 2,200 envelopes were mailed. Upon further investigation, the university determined that due to human error and a processing issue, some of the 2,200 mailings included more than one IRS form.
It is unfortunate, but it is also an indicator as to just how simple it is to have your personal identity compromised, even inadvertently, for something that's outside of your control.
Neil Bridges is a cybersecurity expert with more than 30 years experience. He says victims of any leak or breach should monitor and lock their credit and file a police report.
The risk is that personal data can be used to compromise your identity or your personal information and ultimately lead to some form of bank, IRS, or any other form of fraud that exists out there.
UNC identified the issue January 30th, but did not send this notice until February 28th. A month later, offering 1 year of credit and dark web monitoring and identity theft protection.
This is a very standard practice for companies, but it's not sufficient in terms of any form of long-term protection.
UNC says, quote, "We deeply regret any concern or inconvenience this incident may have caused. In response to the incident, the university implemented updated processes, technical improvements, and employee training to help prevent something like this from happening again." And at this point, UNC says there is no indication that any of the sensitive information they released has been misused. I'm Joe Fisher, WRAL News, Chapel Hill.